The Burkina Faso armies have successfully regained full control of the Djibo city, which was recently attacked in the absence of Ibrahim Traoré by the AI-qaeda linked terrorist groups. Report indicates over 1,000 were neutralized by the Burkina Faso armies and still counting. Now listen to Ibrahim Traoré's speech.
United, we are strong. Divided, we are weak. They have always worked to divide us. We have been able to equip our forces and rebuild our armies. They don't like that. Of course, they will come up with other schemes, but we are here, and we will stand firm thanks to you, who are far from using our... It is more than a pleasure that you chose to come here to Burkina. You were surely told that this is an unvisitable country. You were told that it's death here, it's... There's nothing but negativity. They've painted Burkina in black. Here, only flow. That's what is said elsewhere. Thank God you arrived safely. You were able to be in Bobo Dioulasso to experience our culture with us, what connects us as Africans. You were able to connect with many other nationalities who came to celebrate with us. Everything went very well. You are in Ouagadougou now, and I hope you are being very well received, very well accommodated, and that you are able to connect with your brothers here. This is an important message that you are sending to everyone. And now you will be the ambassadors of this message when you return home. That Burkina is a welcoming place. We live in Burkina Faso. What they want people to believe, that is not Burkina. That is the image they create to make people flee from Burkina. And that is how they portray all of Africa. For them, Africa means misery. Africa means famine. Africa means war. Who is responsible for these wars? We need to unite, but they have always been there to divide us, so they can rule more easily. Our ancestors experienced slavery. Even today, we are still suffering from it. But it goes on. Our grandfathers were deported, tortured, and even when they had their war, we went to support them. They paid us with worthless promises. Others were and they tried to stand up for themselves. Many of them died in their villages, still suffering from the after effects of The work of Africans has never been recognized. Our mission is first and foremost to awaken Africa. And who better than you from the diaspora to help people understand what Africa truly is? When I see you united in this association, I feel even prouder because this is exactly what we are asking for. Today, our struggle is to be able to unite. Because united, we are strong. Divided, we are weak. They have always worked to divide us. I urge you to spread the message so that Africa can unite. We have the fortune or misfortune of experiencing war for several years now. At a certain point, we had to say, that's enough, we've had it. We took responsibility, and today, more than ever, we realized that we were right to do so. Because these armies were stationed here. They were never able, at any time, to monitor our territory, to spot the terrorists who came to and then left with all the resources they had. When we asked them to leave today, we have been able to acquire a good number of resources that allow us to wage our own war, to push back the threat, and I would say, to contain it. We have been able to equip our forces and rebuild our armies. They don't like that. Of course, they will come up with other schemes, but we are here, and we will stand firm thanks to you, who are far from using our... We will always stand tall because Africans are resilient. We have suffered enough. The first thing you could do for Africa is to spread a positive message. Enough looting, enough deaths. It is time for us to unite and work together. All we ask is to live with dignity, to live free. Spread the message to awaken consciousness. Some leaders keep trying to lull their people to sleep and continue to plunder them for the benefit of the West. This must stop. Who better than you to deliver this message to different peoples? Africa must wake up. Young people must wake up and no longer allow the same politics to continue. This cannot go on. Africa is still untouched. Everything remains to be done in Africa. Look at the state of our cities. We can also develop our healthcare and education systems. We can develop everything. In this incredibly rich diaspora, we have every specialty. Today in Burkina, we are considering establishing a polytechnic university solely to train scientific engineers. And I think you will definitely be welcome, just as a gentle reminder, because as long as we do not properly train our youth so that we ourselves can produce and process things right here within our own country, we will always remain slaves. Sovereignty is truly a whole package. We are fighting for food self-sufficiency. Those who can invest in the agri-food industry to process our products here, you are welcome. We produce everything here, absolutely everything. Everything grows in our soil. After just a year and a bit of experimenting, we found that everything grows in Burkina. Those who want to invest in agriculture are welcome, and those who want to invest in processing are also welcome. Education, we want to transform the school system because the conditioning we experience today starts at school. They have channeled us in such a way that most intellectuals can't think for themselves or step outside the lines they've drawn. Thank God their minds are starting to awaken, but we need more. We need to change the educational system. You are welcome. And there are many other paths. They were in the process of plundering our resources. Today we are taking back control, and we will never again allow our resources to be plundered because we want to live. We want to see our children cared for, educated, grow up in peace, and live in a healthy environment. So we are open, and you will be welcome in Africa to help develop your continent, to unite your continent, and to spread the message of this unity. This is very important. Keep spreading the message so that young people wake up, so that they no longer let us, the leaders, turn them into slaves for others. This must not be allowed. There are some countries today where we want to send messages, but I think your voices carry even more weight because you are ambassadors wherever you are, whether in America, in Europe, or in the Caribbean. You are ambassadors, and when you speak, it can awaken people, and I urge you to speak out. This is the mission I entrust to you, to awaken the continent. Have a pleasant stay. May God be with you.